You're listening to Clearview Today with Dr. Abadan Shah, the daily show that engages mind and heart for the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can visit us online at clearviewtodayshow.com, or you can text us, email us, contact@clearviewtodayshow.com. You can text us. That number is 252-582-5028. We want you guys to help us keep the conversation going. You can share our show online. You can share it with your friends and your family. Leave us a good 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasting content from. As always, absolutely nothing less than 5 stars. For any reason imaginable, we are here in the Clearview Today studio with Dr. Abadan Shah, who's a PhD. I'm so sorry, gang. I'm so sorry. Dr. Abadan Shah's not in the building. It's Dr. Questions with his wife, Miss Muse. With his wife, Mrs. Mystery, because we were trying to get to the bottom of all these questions.
Question mark girl.
Absolute question mark girl. There you go. So good to see all you guys here. Go ahead and give it up for Dr. Questions. Y'all know what Friday means, right? Dr. Questions is in the house, and it's time for lightning round questions. This is the portion of our show that's from Eiffel 65, by the way. Y'all remember Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die? Yes, y'all do. Y'all, I bet you would remember.
What did you say?
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die.
That thing is so loud.
Here, I'll cut it down a little bit. I can cut it down just a little bit. So this is the portion of our show where every single Friday we bring you guys questions that you have texted into the show. Again, that number is 252-582-5028. If you want to even text us while we're doing this show, we'll probably get to them next week because this is not a live show. But these are our marriage edition questions. Nicole, Miss Muse, you have been here all week, and we've been talking about marriages, how to get our relationships back on track, how to find that special someone that God has for us in our lives. And it's all culminated because yesterday we put the word out, and we said, these are our lightning round marriage edition questions. Okay. And boy, howdy did people write in. So I got a list of questions for you and your husband, Dr. Questions, here. The first one is coming to us from Emily W. from North Carolina. What do you think the W stands for?
Wallop.
Emily Wallop wants to know. This one's right up your alley, Nicole.
Okay.
What's your love language?
It's interesting. My love language has changed over the years.
Excuse you.
It really has.
Really?
When the children
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
When the children were young, it was acts of service.
Means do stuff for me?
Please.
Yeah, it pretty much meant go take the trash out, go wash the dishes because we didn't have a dishwasher, go sweep up the floor, go do everything. That's pretty much what it was.
It was, honey, thank you so much for working all day. I have some more work for you to do. Could you go do that?
And that's my love language.
Yeah.
It was like...
So you can't really fight it.
Yeah.
But now it's not that anymore.
What is it?
Now it is quality time.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Questions, what is your love language?
Wow. I didn't think that question was coming to me. I would say my love language. What is my love language? What do you think is my love language?
Words of affirmation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tell me how great I am. No, I don't think that was ever that. I don't think it was ever.
Okay.
I don't think it was ever words of affirmation. I think my love language was appreciation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not affirmation. Appreciate. There's a difference there.
Yeah.
Affirmation is more like, hey, you're good enough.
You're great. You
you're
got
strong
it.
Enough.
Mm-hmm. Slay queen.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. Appreciation is like, hey, thank you for doing that. Thank you for taking care of this.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Emily, for your question. Moving on to the next one. This is from Daniel S. Says, hey, guys, love the show. Who's more likely to steal the covers and leave the other one cold? Yeah, I could.
Yeah, that's me.
What? Oh,
it's me.
Oh,
It's me.
I was like,
Her.
It's me.
I was 100%
I'm sitting there with a little handkerchief level sheet, usually in the wintertime. It's like.
So here's something I've noticed about Nicole. Maybe you guys can speak on this.
Yeah.
We do a lot of barbecues. You know, we're at the church. We're a family. We're the staff and our spouses. We're a big family, and so we go do a lot of barbecues together. I would say almost 100% of the time we come to Dr. Shah's house.
Yeah.
Around 8-9 o'clock. Miss Muse herself checks out of the party.
Yep.
She's like, hey, everybody, thank y'all so much for coming. Y'all can stay as late as you want. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, it's 8 o'clock. Like, it's light outside.
That's right.
And it's still, the party's going. And she's like, I hear you. I hear all of that. I'm going to be in the bed.
Yep. Yep. She did that to me 2 nights ago.
Really?
I got home late because what were we doing 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago was be Wednesday night.
Yeah,
right?
we were doing We were digging deep and then closing down sports camp.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We were working out and this and this. And so when I got home, it was closer to like 9:40. And Nicole's like, I already headed to bed. And you going to go to bed now? You're like, yeah, I'm tired.
Uh-huh.
I had already been asleep on the couch probably for an hour.
What is the so that means you were asleep on the couch by like what? 8:30?
I think Nicole likes the idea of somebody being up out there and she is
in the
safe
bed.
in the bed. I think that idea, she likes that.
See, I'm the exact opposite because when I'm ready to go to bed, everybody's good time better stop. And I'm like my father that way.
Are you really?
Yeah, and I don't know why. I'm trying to fight
miss
it.
out.
I just can't sleep. My dad was like that when I was little. Oh, actually, even when I was a teenager, my dad was like, "All right, I'm going to bed," and then he would leave, and everybody would stay up and talk and do the. And he was like, "Did y'all not hear me? It's bedtime." I'm going to bed meant it's time. The house is
Did he
shutting
really
down.
do that?
That's where the party's over came from. Remember
Right,
that was his,
I know that, but I mean, is it really?
He 100%. Yeah, he was serious.
Wow.
He was like, "Guys, it's bedtime." And so we all had the house
is
had
like
to
at
shut
the
down.
beach.
This was at the beach. This was at home. This was on vacation in the mountain. Wherever we went, when Dad went to bed, everybody had to. I don't know why he was like that, but I have become I'm trying to fight it because I'll go to bed and Ellie's up vacuuming, and I'm like, Ellie, can you just get in the bed, please? Can you please just cut the lights off and get in the bed? I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to do it.
He doesn't want to miss out.
I guess so. Anyway, Daniel, thank you so much for your question. Moving on to the next one. This one is coming to us from Sarah K. What do you think the K stands for?
Canapolis.
Sarah Canapolis. Shout out to Mavis Trotley. All right, Sarah Canapolis wants to know, what's a classic Shah date look like? You always got the fallback date.
Well, that's pretty much what it has become lately. We'll go get lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, if there's a movie out,
Yeah.
we'll go see the movie and then go home. Or if not that, then we eat lunch and go to the mall.
That's
It's always the
It's a classic for a reason.
Yeah. We like going by Tickner's, which is a suit place.
It's not we, it's he.
But I mean, you do enjoy hanging out with those guys.
I
and
do.
They are
With Tony and them. Shout out to Tony.
Yeah, and they're great. They're wonderful, fun. If you're looking for suits, are you looking for nice clothes, for men especially, go see Tickner's.
Yes.
It's at South Point, or you can go to Crabtree. The ones I know are at Crabtree, and they're amazing.
So being friends with Dr. Questions actually has a couple of perks because I get a little bit of a discount.
That's right.
When I go to Tickner's.
There you go.
And I don't go there often. I did go to Tickner's once and I splurged on some nice clothes, but they gave me a good discount.
Yeah,
They were
of
like,
course.
"Hey, don't you work for Dr. Questions?" And I said, "I absolutely do." They were like, "Yeah, you're Inquiry Lad." I was like, "I'm not Inquiry Lad, but he works with me on the radio show." But yeah, they gave me a good
There you
discount.
go.
They're great guys.
They are.
Shout out to
They
Tickner's. Yeah, great date. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your question. Moving on to the next one. This is from Michael B. What do you think the B stands for, Nicole?
Nothing like beeswax.
Yeah, Michael Beeswax. What's the best meal that the other person cooks? Like, what's the best meal that you love Nicole cooking, and vice versa?
Butter chicken for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he cooks good butter chicken.
Butter chicken, yeah. And it's out of a box, so I'm not like slaving over a.
Doesn't matter.
Hot
Still
stove.
good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the best meal that Nicole cooks?
There's several good ones. Just know that if it's good, it's going to be like a little tiny portion.
She don't make a lot of food.
No.
Why?
I mean, now if it's something you don't like, there'll be like enough to feed the 5,000 and him plus women and children.
It's somehow multiplying.
Yeah, it's like how, and the boys are like, "What'd you cook, Mom?" Oh, Dad. Oh, can I just go get some?
What is it? Meatloaf that they don't like?
I don't know what it is that they don't like.
Maybe I should say, what is
They're
the
not
worst?
big on crock pot.
So yeah, like you
They're
cook
not.
something out of the crock pot, it's like somehow it's multiplying. There's like just
It
leftovers.
sits there.
Well, I mean, I don't understand because usually it's pot roast
Uh-huh.
that's in the
Ugh.
crock pot.
I shouldn't have said that on air, but
You don't like pot roast?
Brother, I only like spaghetti.
Nicole does make good $1 million spaghetti.
Oh, I bet. Yeah,
It's really good.
you haven't made me any.
But then she can make great Thanksgiving meal.
yeah,
Oh yeah, sweet potato casserole and all of that.
You
butter
excel at
beans.
Thanksgiving?
She is. She excels at Thanksgiving.
No, I've never had Dr. Question's butter chicken. I find it hard to believe that it's better than his burgers, because the burgers,
Oh, well,
the burgers are
they're-
pretty
Yeah.
pretty top notch.
I agree, but knowing that you don't like chicken,
I'll eat it. I ate butter chicken before. We went to eat Indian before, and I did like
several years ago.
Yeah, I did like it.
Well, now his is a little bit more creamy.
Yeah, I eat that.
And
no
so
problem.
it's really good.
Maybe we'll have some tonight.
Hey, there you go. If you've never tried Dr. Questions Burgers, you should drive to his house and absolutely get
Just
that.
ask for it.
Yeah,
I'll cook it.
The address is and I'll bleep that out. I'll bleep it out.
Who lives there?
Me. It's so that I can bleep it later. I'm gonna bleep it later.
Okay. That's
All right. Thank you so much, Michael, for your question. Moving on. This is coming from Jessica P. Jessica wants to know. This is a good one for you guys because you guys have traveled a lot. What's the favorite place that you've traveled together? Just the two of you.
Just the two of us.
Yeah. Favorite.
And is this like just for filming or?
It just says favorite place you've traveled together. I don't know that Jessica P had. What does the P stand for, by the way?
Picky.
Jessica Picky wants to know what the. She didn't say anything about filming. I would say just the favorite place you've traveled.
Egypt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Egypt over Israel and Greece.
Egypt, being on the Nile River, is quite amazing.
Nice.
I would also say Jerusalem, especially around the Sea of Galilee. It's just a beautiful place.
Got you. Moving on to Andrew H. Thank you so much, Jessica, by the way, for writing in. Andrew H. What do you think, H? Andrew
Horseradish.
Andrew Horseradish. Come on, hey, Miss Muse, you gotta get with it.
I gotta think on my feet.
So he says, "What kind of couple are you?" And then puts in parentheses, homebody, traveling, camping, athletic. Like if someone were to say, "Oh yeah, they're a this couple," like you know how you have those couples who like work out together and you're like they're a gym couple.
We're not a gym couple.
No.
We used to. I mean, at one time we worked out together.
Yeah.
But now, with time's sake, we go different times.
Traveling.
We do good.
I think that. Yeah, y'all do travel a lot.
It kind
together.
of became our thing.
Yeah.
Now that
the kids are older.
Mm-hmm.
We began traveling in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And we've been going almost every year, other than 1 or 2 years. We skipped, I think, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
No, 2018, we didn't go anywhere. And then 2020, of course, and 2021. But other than that, every year we go somewhere. And we go and we film.
Mm-hmm.
We film something to do with a Bible series, or we film something with something in a sermon or digging deep. Nicole is a phenomenal filmer.
Yeah.
She does a great job.
That was
great job.
That was one of those things I didn't know I was good at.
So you are good at it, and I'll speak a little bit from my experience because I've been doing video stuff since I was like 15 years old. I've never, even 32 years later, like 17 years later, I've never been able to get the hang of working with a gimbal.
Yeah.
Never. And not for lack of trying either.
Yeah.
I just can't get it to be smooth. And so I remember when we were teaching you how to do the gimbal for the first time, David taught you, and I was like, Nicole, I don't know, maybe just. And then you came back. I think it was from Turkey. That was the first time you used it.
No.
Or was it
maybe Egypt?
Might have been Egypt. Yeah, I think it was Egypt the first time. And I was looking at the footage, and I was like, oh my goodness, like this is
good.
Actually
That's good.
Incredible.
Yeah,
It's better than I could do.
The gimbal really makes it easy, though, because you can be walking or whatever, and it makes it smooth. Because I remember trying to film before there was the gimbal, and you could tell when you were walking because the camera
bouncy.
Yeah. It looked like Tigger was filming it.
That's right.
Just for anybody who's listening who doesn't know, when we say the gimbal, it's literally this device with like 3 or 4 motors in it that stabilizes the camera. So like if you watch TV shows, the camera moves, but there's no like shake. It's because it's on a gimbal.
That's right.
And they're legitimately difficult to manage, but somehow, Nicole, you did a great job. You guys are a great team couple. I'll say that. You work very well together as a team. You complement each other, and you make each other look good. And I think that's rare in a lot of modern marriages.
Appreciate that.
That grew up on Al Bundy, where they're only.
Now, once in a while, Nicole will buck me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, like when you went to Egypt and you were
the pyramids.
Yeah. Oh, where you were going in.
The Great Pyramid. And I said, Nicole, go ahead and get the gimbal out.
Yeah.
What did
she was like, I cannot. Was that the pyramid or was that Sinanmut's tomb?
Sinanmut's tomb, right?
No, it was a pyramid. It was early in the morning.
Right, because we were going to have to go down backwards.
Oh, yeah, he's right. I thought that was Sinanmut's tomb because I thought it was so funny because it was like I will never come back to this place
That was
again.
a great pyramid.
That was a great pyramid. But still, it's like, there's no guarantee
I
we're
did
ever
go back in there.
Yeah, yeah. But at the time, this is your first time. It's like, there's no guarantee I'll ever come back here. I want this shot. And she's just like, no. No.
What did I say?
She was like, "Wow!" You're like, "Wow, wow." I'm gonna see if I can find the. Dr. Shah was just like, "Bruh." Because that's the thing. Like, imagine spending so long on this trip, like planning it out, writing these scripts, getting it together, doing the research, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this money shot. No.
Yeah.
And it's like, what
really?
do you mean no? Like, this is what the trip is about. We came here to film. She's like, I will not do it.
And it was because it was difficult to go through there.
Sure.
But I was like, we can find a way. The next year we did.
We were literally climbing down backwards.
It is tough. It is tough.
And it was only
I'm sure it's tough.
4 feet tall, so you're bent over and you're holding on.
Yeah, for those who are listening, we went inside the pyramid. We went into the heart of the pyramid.
And I knew
it's-
I couldn't hold on.
And places it was dark. I mean, it was like if you didn't have your flashlight, if you didn't have your phone light, I mean, it's pitch dark.
Yeah,
there are no lights in there.
Yeah, you can't hold your hand up in front of your
and then
face.
there are some places there are lights, but most places not.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like we've been filming here, and like we don't do any dangerous filming.
Yeah.
But we go places, you know what I mean? Like we've been to Grandfather Mountain, we've been to like Wyoming, Grand Canyon. You know, we're kind of scaling the rocks, and we're like, because it's like, this is once in a lifetime. We got to get this shot.
This is your shot.
And Nicole is the only person who's just like, no.
No.
And it's like,
Oh, I value my safety.
yeah, and then it's like you're dumbfounded because like in our mind it's like anything to get the shot. I'm gonna get this, and she's just like, no.
Not my death.
And I was like, all right. And it's also just a conversation killer because it's like, all right, I guess I'm not getting it. Anyway, Andrew, thank you for your question. Moving on to the next one. This one comes from Lauren M. I want to say Lauren Macaroni. You want to give one?
Mahoney.
Lauren Mahoney. Shout out to Lauren Mahoney, wherever you are. What's your favorite memory from your wedding day?
Favorite memory from our wedding day?
You want to go first or me?
Go ahead, since you already.
That means she ain't got one.
seem to know what. I'm just trying to think.
My favorite memory, I don't know if it's my favorite memory, but it was one that stayed in my head, was Nicole and her dad both crying
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
as they're doing the vows. And I'm like over there, I'm not crying. I'm like, I guess I should cry.
You try to work it out. You're like,
Yeah, I'm not a crier, so I'm standing over there going, I guess you're supposed to cry. This is an emotional moment. I'm just not emotional.
Yeah.
I'm a failure.
yeah.
No.
Like,
Did you
even
think
though-
that for real? Did
Yeah,
that
I
thought
was like,
pass through your head?
a little bit like I guess I should cry. There should be some tears. Nothing.
Yeah.
Same with when the kids were born.
Mhm.
You know, people say, "Hey, it's like nothing you've ever experienced when you hold that child in your hand." I just stood there.
Same.
Like, huh? This is great. Oh, wow. Oh, so sweet.
Everybody hypes it up like you're gonna feel that rush of just love and positive emotion. I'm holding it. I'm like, I mean, this is nice, but yeah, it's like,
But I'm not crying.
No,
Sorry.
I had the same experience. So I think that's same on my wedding day. Like I didn't burst into tears when I saw Ellie. I was like, this is
Yes,
nice.
This is good.
This is good.
This is good.
Yeah, and the Lord said this was good. What's your favorite memory from your wedding day, Nicole?
I'm trying to remember. There were several things that I remember.
It doesn't sound like it.
Trying to think.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I thought for sure you were gonna say when your groomsmen wrapped up the car in saran wrap.
That was a bad
not a
memory.
favorite. That was
Bunch
not
of
a favorite
losers.
memory.
Was it the syrup that they put on that you
Yeah,
didn't?
that was my brother who put the syrup
Right,
on.
but I'm saying,
Yeah.
is that what you didn't like? What, like if they just wrapped it up, but there was no syrup?
I would have been okay with that. What bothered me about my groomsmen and the best man was my brother. Groomsmen were my friends, but that they did not invest anything in doing anything.
True.
They're absolutely.
They just showed
I could
up.
have picked up guys from from the street.
Yeah.
They would have been better groomsmen and best men for me than
Yeah.
the ones I had. It's like, I even gave my brother a party. You know, what do you call that?
Bachelor party.
Bachelor party. Yeah, I did that for him.
And he didn't throw you a bachelor
No,
party?
there wasn't a bachelor party.
Oh, man.
I'm like, okay, no problem. Then when it came time for decorating the car, They got saran wrap. They got the styrofoam bubbles, like what you use.
The packing peanuts.
Packing peanuts, yes. Packing peanuts, exactly that. And so they were like, honeymoon. Hey, Fred, that's my brother.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna? We don't have honey because they want to put honey on the car.
Right.
Who does that?
he's getting steamed just remembering.
Yeah, I get angry every time I think about it. So they brought, it was her car. Yeah. They brought this
Bro, it wasn't even yours. It was her car.
Mm-hmm.
Golly.
They brought this container, industrial size container of syrup.
That's like the closest thing they could find. Honey.
So they brought, and my brother's like, where do I put this? And he's like, just put it on top. So he's like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be doing this. He said that on the video. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. And then one of my friends from New Jersey, Benton. God rest his soul. I mean, he's still alive, so I can't say that. But,
but God give him some peace, give him some sense.
So he took the bag of peanuts and he's like sticking them to the syrup. I'm like, that's not even going to happen.
And that's the only thing that contributed to the whole process.
The bad part was the rest of the honeymoon. As we went to Atlanta, we didn't have much money, so we just went to Atlanta. It was great, though. We had a great time.
A good time.
The door was stuck.
But because of the syrup.
And every time you get in and out of the car, you have to watch your hair because the syrup would get in your hair. Am I right?
Yes.
Did you ever talk to Fred about it?
No.
Just let it go.
That's.
It's kind of funny because I can see him on the video. I can see the hesitation in his face, but then you can see them just all commit to it. They're like, oh well, yeah, we go for it.
I guess this is good. Gosh, look at what we're doing to his
and then it's funny because y'all come out and neither one of you look happy.
I'm like wow.
Like typically in the wedding videos, they're like, but then Nicole's just like.
And then we cannot get in.
Yeah.
Because they did not think that they need a pair of scissors. See, I'm getting angry just talking about this. So they're like, hey, you want to get a scissors? Get him a pair of scissors.
Pair of scissors.
Now you got to stand around awkwardly while someone goes into the church and rushes for a pair of scissors.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, my goodness.
Bruh.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much for your question. Next up, we've got Benjamin D. How did you... Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped one. Was the number of kids a discussion, or did it just kind of end up being 4? Because you guys got 4 kids.
Yeah.
Did you know from the beginning you wanted 4 kids?
I know I did.
Yeah.
Well, at the beginning, right before we got married, I wanted 4. He wanted 3.
Yeah.
And then
I was like, I'm fine with 4.
We had 3, and then I was like, not realizing what it took to really happen. I was like, I think I'm done.
At 4?
At 3.
Oh, at 3.
And then Thomas came along.
Yeah, life happened.
But it's been a blessing to have all 4 of them.
Was 5 ever in the cards?
No.
Not 5.
No.
After 4, you're like, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, I was too. I was like, I think this is the quiver is full.
Yeah, 4 feels complete. Like I was, Ellie and I were the exact same way. She was like, I want 4. I want 3, but I'm completely fine with 4, but no more than that.
Yeah.
4 seems to be the magic number.
And you do know, I think you do feel when your family is complete.
Yeah.
And I did. When Thomas was born, I was like, okay, I think
this is it.
Yeah.
2 girls, 2 boys.
There's a guy in our church who has 7 kids, and I don't know. I feel like maybe there's something to that. Maybe not for me, but maybe for somebody else. Benjamin, thank you so much for your question, my friend. Olivia L. wants to know, what are some of the goals that you have for your marriage? Some of the long-term goals.
I'll let you answer that.
Number one,
visionary.
I want us to finish well, and we want to finish well in our marriage. We want to finish well with our family, with our children, our grandchildren, and finish well means to set an example of following Jesus Christ, of keeping Him first, of making this world a better place for the gospel of Jesus Christ. That's our goal, and we hope we can do that through our lives, our marriage, our service together. That's our goal.
Yeah.
To leave, to leave a legacy, and it not just be, I don't want it. What is stuff?
Yeah.
The legacy is the family that you leave behind, and what they do as well for the kingdom of God. That, and I'm more of the everyday type of person, and he's the visionary.
Sure.
So like when I think about goals for our marriage and goals for our life, at this point, I'm working towards the fact of trying to be not all the way. I know we'll never be, but debt free would be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, we had kids, we had surgeries, different cars we have had to buy. So there are debts, but hopefully, in God's timing, we will take care of all those.
Well, I like that you bring that up because I think a lot of times people forget, especially when you listen to someone on the radio, they become a personality, and you start to see them as less of a person.
Yeah.
And I think it's part of the humanity that we all live in, that we do have these debts and these kind of goals that we haven't met yet, but we're still working for. And I think it just reminds us that we're all human. We're all living under God's plan, but we're moving forward as a team. And I think that's what I really respect about you guys.
Yeah.
Very beautiful question. Oh, absolutely. Beautiful question, Olivia. Thank you so much for writing in. Christopher J. wants to find out, what is your favorite show that you guys watch together? Like in a lot of homes, there's some monopolization of the TV.
The show that she watches.
Yeah, I
just sit there.
That's kind of how it is.
Until I look over.
And then I'm
she's asleep.
Well, because he has
Bonanza.
His favorite show is Bonanza, and there was a time that I was really into Bonanza, but that's not so. The last show that
y'all watched together. Yeah.
What was the last one? Would it have been?
Are you really a TV hog, Nicole? Why'd you look at him like I was talking to him? I'm looking directly at you.
No, not really, but I'm usually home before he is.
I got you. But you don't relinquish the TV when he gets home.
I mean, not right away.
Yeah,
but
I thought so.
But
you make me sick.
No,
I'm just joking.
But he does. How many? You get to watch several episodes of Bonanza before you go to bed.
I watch one full episode, and then there is one that I kind of sleep through.
Yeah.
Then the next day I'll back it up and watch the one that I missed.
Would you say Psych? Is that y'all's like go to like together?
That we watch together.
But it's been a while back. The one we watch now is
White Collar.
White Collar.
Really? Ellie loves that show, and I've never once watched it. That's one of her favorites of all time. Wow.
Pretty good.
All right. Christopher J., thank you so much for writing in, my friend. We're going to move on to Amanda C., who wants to know, in your marriage, how do you measure success?
Ooh.
How do you celebrate those wins, those little victories? How do you measure that success in your marriage?
Oh, that's a good question.
In our marriage or in our ministry?
It says, how do you measure success in your marriage?
In our marriage.
Maybe both, because you're a ministry couple. I mean, you're a pastor and a pastor's wife.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good question. How do you measure success?
You want me to go?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm just flabbergasted. I'm just,
So.
We'll put your thinking cap on.
I am. I'm thinking about it right now.
You got the cap on.
Yeah, there you go.
Ow!
So,
It goes down below her eyes.
I would say the way we measure success is by achieving things together. Whether achieving is in our relationship with our children or with our relationship with the church staff or writing a book together. Like there's a book coming out very soon, and it's called 30 Days of Praying for Our Nation. Daily Devotions to Heal Our Nation. But these are the ways that I see how God uses us and how He's making an impact through our lives. I see success. The world has a different idea, and our idea is different, I think.
I mean, it might be, but still, I mean, I feel like sometimes even in the world's eyes, from the world's perspective, I think that we're successful as well. I mean, we have 4 good kids.
Yes.
And we've been married.
2 good son-in-laws.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 good son-in-laws. We've been married almost 30 years.
Yeah. Next year will be 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next year will be 30 years. And I feel like in today's world,
that's a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
Coming from 2 different backgrounds, but having the same love and faith in Jesus Christ and the Word of God, and seeking to walk by the leadership of His Spirit in our lives, rejecting sin, choosing to bring people to Christ, loving the lost, loving God's people. I mean, these are the ways.
Yeah, amen.
But we also we really take time to spend time with each other every week. That's been a
big part of
thing,
it.
Great point.
For probably 12, 13 years now, maybe more.
More than that. We began that back in 2006, 5, 6,
So
something like that.
almost 18 years.
Yeah.
Almost
Wow.
18 years now, and so I feel like that has been one of the glues, I guess, one of the glues that has kept us together.
Yeah.
It's just that, that we treasure that time.
Right.
And we make that time.
And it's important to keep that in mind, especially as we're building our own marriages. The way you measure success, you always line it up with the Word of God. You have this time that you spend with each other, and really just how happy and how satisfied and complete you are in one another.
And it's not problem free. Life is not problem free.
That's right.
We have our struggles.
100%. But you get to overcome them together, and it's so important for us to remember. Thank you, Dr. Questions. Thank you, Miss Muse. I'm going to be working on your superhero name from now on. I kind of like Miss Muse, but I know there's got to be something that's just right out there. If you guys have any questions that you'd like Dr. Questions to answer on next Friday's episode of Lightning Round Questions, make sure you write us in 252-582-5028. That's the phone number, man. Go ahead and text those questions in. We're going to be back next week. We do want to encourage you, visit us online, clearviewtodayshow.com. You can support us financially there. There's a little donate button where you can go. Listen, every single dollar that you contribute to the Clearview Today Show goes to spreading the good news of Jesus Christ. We're trying to help people in their marriages. We're trying to help people in their faith. And it's because of your generosity and support that we're able to do that. So thank you for donating. We'll see you next week on Clearview Today.